Hello, my name is Sergio Raphael Fabella, and for my FMA number 3 of MMS 111, I will be talking about the problems that the LGBT community face here in the Philippines. The Filipino LGBT community faces much discrimination in their day-to-day lives. And while the Philippines has been titled an LGBT tolerant country, there are still problems that the LGBT community face here in the Philippines that have yet to be solved. LGBT discrimination has been around since the time of the Spanish colonialization. One of the earliest examples was the homosexual male that acted and dressed like a woman, or the bakla. The term bakla commonly refers to a homosexual and effeminate male that acts and dresses in a womanly manner here in the Philippines. The term bakla was used by the Spanish to identify and sort of ridicule the effeminate Filipino male. It replaced the more local term bayuguin in the Tagalog-speaking regions of Luzon and also means confused and cowardly, suggesting that the men who dressed and acted like women were inferior in a way to the normal men. Before the Spanish arrived, though, the effeminate man or bayaguin were actually held with high respect and power that even the local rulers, the datu, deferred to. They supposedly had the power to soothe angry spirits, tell the future, and even reconcile opposing tribes. However, despite their power and influence over local tribes, this did not help in stopping the Spanish from discriminating and humiliating the Bayagui. And after some time under Spanish colonialization, even our own people began to mock and discriminate them. This discrimination over time became engraved into our society. Now we will look into some of the problems that the LGBT community here in the Philippines face today. Our laws still forbid the marriage of same-sex couples because of the church not allowing it. Because of this, homosexual couples are seen as inferior to heterosexual couples because they are unable to access certain privileges and rights, such as insurance benefits and custody of children. And on that note, only one LGBT person is allowed to adopt a child, whereas if two LGBT people who identify as a couple uh, wish to adopt a child, they will be denied by the DSWD. Yet another issue that affects the LGBT community is the expectation to act in accordance to a socially defined masculine or feminine way. If certain members of a community refuse to abide by these social expectations, they can even be denied access to certain institutes or certain places. Take, for example, Jonathan Agudanya's case. In 2000, a complaint was filed by the gay movement for human rights in the Philippines on behalf of Jonathan Agudanya, who is not allowed to enter a club for wearing women's clothes. This, and other cases like it, show the blatant discrimination of LGBT members in certain societies here in the Philippines. Some of the problems that the LGBT people here in the Philippines face can be linked to religious beliefs. Over 80% of the entire Philippines is Roman Catholic. And while the Philippines is supposed to honor separation between the church and the state, the church still has some influence in the government. There have been times when lawmakers in the Philippines were church leaders and let their faith get mixed in with their decisions at work, such as the former chairperson of the Committee on Human Rights of the House of Representatives, Bienvenido Abante, who voted against an anti-discrimination law. Another instance was in 2009 when Ang Ladlad, a political LGBT party here in the Philippines, was refused by the COMELEC to run in the 2010 elections in May. The COMELEC cited verses from the Bible and Quran to justify their refusal. The Philippines, while being LGBT tolerant, is hardly an LGBT-friendly country. These are only a few problems that LGBT people here in the Philippines face in their everyday lives. But times are changing, with positive movements for the LGBT community here in the Philippines, like the DepEd Order number 40, or the DepEd Child Protection Policy that aims to protect children in schools from any form of violence, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity, as well as the position of the PAP on LGBT people being aligned with international bodies such as the American Psychiatric Association and the British Psychological Society to aid the psychological health needs of LGBT people here in the Philippines. We can hopefully see in the next few years a progressive movement that will allow all LGBT Filipinos to live comfortable lives, free from discrimination and oppression. Thank you for watching.